Yo, it's Cinderella, so what up? Today we're going to copy a dress that we already have and love onto new fabric and sew a new version of that dress. I'm so excited to open this package from Thread International. Each yard of thread ground to good fabric is made with bottles collected from the streets of Haiti and Honduras in exchange for a dignified job with a fair wage. For all of you at home who buy fabric online, check out threadinternational.com. I'm going to trace out the same shape in this black jersey and then sew it together. So you want to lay out your fabric nice and smooth. And I'm just going to start cutting all the way around, leaving just about a finger width of space beside the dress. That's going to be our seam allowance. So now when you lift your dress up, you have the whole front piece cut out. To cut my neckline, I've lined up the shoulder pieces and I have a fold down the center. So I'm just going to use my scissors and cut straight into the fabric and then curve up right to that shoulder point. Just like that. So now we have the entire front piece of the dress all cut out, and all we need is to cut the back pieces. So the back part of the dress has two identical pieces. So I've just folded my jersey in half. So by tracing around this one piece, I'll end up with two identical black pieces. So I'm cutting around the back piece, leaving that same finger width of space. And now I just have to cut straight down the back so that this becomes two pieces all the way down. So I can take the dress away. And now when I open this up, I have two identical back pieces that I can sew together. So to sew the back seam together, you can use a sewing machine to do this sewing, but I like hand sewing, so I'm just going to do it with a threaded needle. We're going to sew about a finger width up from the bottom, down, up, all the way up the back seam of the dress. So we finished sewing all the way up the back. So now we're just going to make another knot and you can cut your thread off. Our back seam is all sewn in place. When we unfold our fabric, you can see we've sewn this seam all the way up the back of the dress. So we're going to flip this over so the good side of the dress is facing up. And then we're going to lay the front piece of the dress on top of this back piece. We're going to sew all the way around all the other seams. Yeah! Pull through. Bam. So this has all been sewn together and now we can turn it right side out. The only thing left to do is going to be sew down the collar. So I like to do this with a hand sewing stitch called the whip stitch. The whip stitch is a really good stitch to use for curved areas like collars because it allows the fabric to be on a curve. So now the collar's been sewn in place with this beautiful whip stitch and our dress is complete. This is our new black dress. So I made the sleeves a little longer and I made the neckline a scoop neck, but otherwise it's the exact same. Thank you so much for watching Cinderella Sew, and I will see you soon. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tutorials on how to make your own clothing. And thank you so much to Thread International for supplying the fabric for this dress. Check them out at threadinternational.com. Peace!